You know, trade talks have really ramped up here recently, and being a part of a rumor or Steve actually being traded can really affect a player mentally.
Yes, Kevin, especially the first time it happens. It's a business, and as a player, you have to learn that quickly. You have to try not to take it personally.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, they've got Siakam. Grant is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. And it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Rozier in at the 2. Now here's Simmons. For 3, Mitchell. Kept alive. Here's Robinson. Good D by Siakam. And so Grant will bring it up for the Heat. Vanderbilt misses. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, earlier I spoke with Tom Thibodeau. Defensively, he wants his guys to protect the rim and do everything they can to push the offense out to the perimeter. He told me if we can do that, I feel good about our chances. Now, guys, obviously that's a tall order, but he's trying to get his guys to get geeked for the challenge.
Thank you, David.
A creative playmaker. I love when Kyrie zips it to his teammates.
Siakam's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land.
And Kyrie Irving, a Picasso with the ball in his hands. And like a lot of genius-level creators, he marches to the beat of his own drum.
Now, here's Portis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Robinson down low. Covered by Siakam. Misses the layup. You know, Greg, Kyrie sometimes is just a tough guy to figure out.
And the danger is pulling too much in your own direction. Even he confessed regrets about in Cleveland withdrawing from teammates and isolating himself. All part of growth.
Miami's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Mitchell against Rozier. Siakam for 3. Doesn't go that time. The Knicks have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. And they double up Simmons. Now the dish to Mitchell. Over Irving. And there's Mitchell. That's good on the assist by Simmons.
That jumper of Mitchell is superb. Has a great feel for when to take these mid-range shots.
Siakam sets a screen for Irving. There's the triple. Miami no good on that time either.
I mean, all period, it's been a struggle for him scoring the ball.
Mitchell passes to Simmons. Kept alive by New York. Rozier with the steal. 3 on 3. Kicks it out to Siakam. Another miss by Siakam.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Popped up there for Robinson. And here is Vanderbilt to the middle. Passes it to Siakam. Another miss by Siakam.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if you be a little bit more selective tonight.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
And Mitchell Robinson is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. A different look for Miami. Washington's checked in for Vanderbilt. And it's wide in for Terry Rozier. Now here's Irving. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game.
Great shooting instincts from Pascal Siakam. He knew he had that quick shot in the bag.
You know, Smitty, what's incredible about Miami's D, they don't need to block a ton of shots to protect the rim.
Kevin, it's all about awareness, communication, and positioning. Whether they're in zone or man, they stay completely connected almost every possession.
And here are the Heat now. After New York gets the 3, Irving passes to Siakam. And the shot goes in. Siakam's got 7 points.
He's such a long wing player. Pascal Siakam can operate down low.
And they double up Simmons. And a wide open look for Portis. And again, New York with the triple.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's White. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Siakam, a screen on Mitchell. And White with the stuff.
Kobe White glides around the court with the ball on the string ready to shoot. And no hesitation.
Irving against Simmons. And they double up Simmons. And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That is his first foul of the game. Muscala, he's checked in for Pascal Siakam. Miami on defense. Outside, Simmons. And they double up Simmons. Shot clock at 3. Kennard for 3. And again, New York with the triple.
A knockdown shooter with excellent range. Kennard gives your offense the floor spacing it needs.
Grant with a screen on Simmons. From 17 feet out. Again, the Heat good for 2.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Now here's Simmons. Coming off a solid outing against Miami. Robinson a screen on Washington. Great Ben Simmons, one of 4 players in the entire history of the NBA to average at least 7 rebounds and 7 assists per game through his first 4 seasons.
Think about it, joining Magic Johnson, Oscar Robinson, and Luka Doncic. That is some pretty elite level company.
That free throw, no good.
A walking triple-double threat. Simmons needs to keep working on developing that jump shot to be truly unguardable.
And Greg, starting your career with the Knicks, what's the pressure like playing in New York City?
I tell you, the amount of media following you, the size of the city, it can be intimidating. But if you win, man, there's nothing like playing in New York.
So for New York, their last game, a win against Miami. Here's Mitchell, and he banks in the layup. Mitchell's got his second bucket of the night.
High percentage looks are easy money for Donovan Mitchell. He's got a great touch from the inside.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
Nice take. Staying aggressive with this game, still very much up in the air.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
And there's the pass to Kennard. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists tonight.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Muscala. Wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
And what I love, there was no panic on his part. That's the steady pulse you want in that situation.
And at the end of 1, both teams putting up some points. Knicks out front. They're up by 1. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. We welcome you back to Noche Latina. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports and always exciting. Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Knicks.
Well, in my opinion, the way the 3 has been falling for them here early on, you have to think they'll keep firing away.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
So with Irving on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. They've got Washington. White is out there with Rozier. Then there's Jared Vanderbilt. And it's Holmes in at the pivot, manning the middle. And while we've got a moment, I'd send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much, guys. Growing up, Mitchell Robinson didn't play basketball. But a 7-inch growth spurt in the 8th grade changed things. He fell to the 36th pick overall in 2018, but his physical tools have made him a presence. One key to his success, he says, just run the floor. If you're the first man down the court, you can get the ball. Kevin, that sounds pretty simple to me.
It does to me, too. Keep it simple and use that athleticism. David, thanks. And so White will bring it up for the Heat. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Trying to find Washington. Gets it to him. And it goes down 2 points. And it's a 3-point Heat lead. Well, if there's one thing, Greg, that defines a modern NBA big man, it is mobility.
And they've got to be able to move their feet and really play in space. Otherwise, they just can't stay on the floor in today's game.
Siakam is checked in for the Heat. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Here's White. And it's good. 2 points. White's got the lead up to 5 now for Miami.
I think you're going to see more and more of this from Kobe White, challenging the defenders as a 6'5" guard.
Takes it inside. Here's Ward. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Back in the day, someone would have blocked him out, but times have changed.
Pass to Holmes. The teardrop falls in. And the Heat lead by 5.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Tucker with the ball. Siakam's there. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Siakam. And, of course, one of the league's longest tenured coaches, GA, is Eric Spoelstra. And he's having a Hall of Fame level career.
And you look at the ground he broke when he was first hired. Not only young, Spo was the first Asian-American head coach in any of the 4 major North American sports league and worked his way up from video coordinator.
Kennard, he's checked in for New York. Holmes with a screen on DiVincenzo. And White kicks to Siakam. Rebounded by Ward.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. The shot's good from Kennard.
at them time and time again.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless.
White the pass to Siakam. Kennard against Vanderbilt. Pass to Rozier. Offensive rebound Heat. Here's White. Off target from outside. New York's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Kennard on the wing. Let's go. And the Knicks good for 2.
What productivity so far from Kennard. The coaching staff must be pleased.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Because right now it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
Group in for the Knicks. Damian Jones is checked in for Ward. Derek Jones comes in for P.J. Tucker. Mitchell, he's checked in for Kevin Huerter. And Simmons subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. And then for Miami, Muscala, he's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Grant comes in for Vanderbilt. And Irving subbed in for White. Here's Irving. And again, unable to change momentum here. Mitchell against Rozier. Crossed up the D perfectly. Now it's a 4-point New York lead.
That's the result of hard work. Mitchell just gets better and better off the bounce.
Irving against Simmons. Irving kicks to Rozier. Takes the 3. Offensive rebound Heat. Takes a 3. And again, it's the Heat missing. The Knicks leading by 4. Mitchell up top. Rozier defending. Mitchell outside. Trying to find Jones. He gets it to him. It doesn't go for him.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes.
Jeremy Grant, part of a loaded second round of the 2014 draft.
Kevin, Jeremy signing a max contract, rare for a second rounder. Also in that 2014 second round draft, MVP, the Joker. Joe Harris, Jordan Clarkson, Spencer Dinwiddie. Wow, that second round proved to have some players.
Jones sets the pick for Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Authoritative move by Simmons, throwing it down on the defense.
The Heat trail by 3. Irving surveying the floor. Washington with the screen on Simmons. It's up a 3. And it's Washington missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And Kennard wide open. He shoots. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Kennard's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Knicks. Simmons against Irving, and Jones sends it back. And it's out of bounds to the Heat as Miami retains possession. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Grant the pass to Washington. Grant kicks to Washington. Good ball movement here by Miami. 6 to shoot. Irving against Kennard. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Irving's got 5 points so far. Jones sets the pick for Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Never a bad idea to to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, you'll probably see more of it.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
35. The Heat. 29.
Thanks very much, Coach. This team is still developing. What do they need to do to really reach their max?
Just keep working every day. Give maximum effort, great concentration, and play to win. Make winning plays.
Sounds simple, but I know it's not, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
Howdy, folks. The moment you've been waiting for is here. Before we recap the first half, let's see what the standings look like in the East. And some of these teams are at the top of the mountain. Big fella. And moving forward, a lot to like about that first. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Donovan Mitchell is out there with Ben Simmons. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then it's Jones. And it's Jones in at the center position. That's the 5 for New York right now.
And a good physical play there from Simmons, not letting the foul stop him from getting that shot off.
And Simmons drops them both. The Heat trail by 8. To the inside, Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
Big man playing big. Once Siakam gets it there, it's a done deal.
Jones sets the pick for Mitchell. And then Mitchell at the dunk.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Here's Irving. Grant with a screen on Simmons. Irving kicks to Grant. Pass to Rozier. Now Siakam. It's stolen by Jones. For the finish, and Jones slams it in.
Because he attracts so much defensive attention, Donovan Mitchell often finds teammates all alone.
Rozier, the pass to Siakam. Doesn't go for him. Good work defensively by Jones. The Knicks leading by 10.
And you watch the way that Siakam plays. It can get you in the open court or in half-court sets. Great forward who gives you a little bit of everything.
You can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. His confidence just soars when he slams it down like that.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. Simmons against Irving. Tries from 10, and Jones sends it back. And he recovers it. Yep, that one goes. For New York, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Mitchell in the corner. Misses the 3. And for Siakam, Greg, he almost epitomizes the modern forward.
And that's not to say he's the best forward, but he displays all the skills you now expect from that position. Solid player who any team would love to have.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Simmons with it. Now guarded by Siakam. And it's Denied. Sent back by Siakam. This is his second trip to the free throw line.
An 85% mark from the line. There aren't too many players in the league who are going to score a much better percentage.
Free throw no good for Irving.
You know, Kyrie's love for the game can never be questioned. At the end of the day, he's all about producing results for his team.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Rashawn Holmes comes in for Jeremy Grant, and it's White in for Rozier. Timeout called, the Heat. A different look for New York. Robinson's checked in for Damian Jones. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Ben Simmons. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Irving passes to Siakam. Back to Irving. His three-pointers off the mark.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. Siakam pulls it in. Siakam's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Improving as a passer, Siakam showing a willingness to get it to open teammates.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as he'd like.
Mitchell, a screen on Irving. Bobbed up there for Mitchell. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Stolen by Robinson. And a fast break now for New York. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Robinson. That shot off the mark. And Miami the other way now. They host the 76ers after this game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. The Knicks leading by 7. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. From outside, off the mark. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And Siakam with the basket on the assist by Irving. Siakam's got 11 points.
We see his playmaking ability each year has been growing and growing. Beautiful play by Kyrie.
Now the pass to Kennard. Fires from deep. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Kennard's got 20.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Holmes can't get it to go in.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion. And looking back at the 2017 draft, it just seems absurd that Donovan Mitchell fell to the 13th pick.
Greg, well, in hindsight is always 20/20. You know that. I don't think many of us could have predicted him averaging 20 points as a rookie or becoming a fixture at All-Star games.
Here's Mitchell. It's hauled in by the Heat.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
A different look for Miami. Muscala, he's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. P.J. Washington comes in for Pascal Siakam. And it's Grant in for Vanderbilt. And here's Grant. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. They trail by 6. And Muscala kicks to Grant. Outside, White. He dishes it to Muscala. Drills the three-pointer. 7 points in the game.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Now DiVincenzo. to Kennard. Launches it. And it's White with the rebound. From deep three-point range. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And he drains the three, but let's see, they may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time. Well, we thought the third quarter.
The previous play is under review.
Play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
And even though, you're thinking maybe we don't need the replay in a situation like this, still plenty of time left in this game, and really it's about getting the call right.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they're keeping the call as is. It was close, but he had not released it before the clock had expired. Let's listen in on what Eric Spoelstra had to say.
Trust it. Good to great. Good to great.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. So with Irving on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. Muscala is out there with P.J. Washington. Then there's Terry Rozier. Then it's Kobe White, and it's Grant in at the small forward. Clock at 6. Muscala, the pass to Washington. Back to Muscala. And Jones pulls it down.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
Jones with the screen on White. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Grant gets a wide open look. The shot goes down and he gets this game back to even.
Bang, bang. Grant does a great job of transitioning from the catch into his shooting motion.
We played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Kennard for 3. The offensive rebound. Robinson, that's good.
And you can just see by the way he fought for the putback that he's still got a lot of gas in the tank.
Flat out effort play right there. The kind that can be the difference between a win and a loss.
To the paint, here's Grant, and the dunk by Grant.
Good heads-up basketball from Kobe. Spots a wide-open shooter and gets it to him.
A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Good.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Rozier looking around, and the dunk by Grant.
I like the play call. Get the ball to Grant above the rim. No one stopping that.
New York's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Kennard for 3. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
Throughout the evening, he's gotten to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted.
White against DiVincenzo. White goes in. The kick out to Rozier. Back to White. Grant outside. The Heat rebound. Washington passes to Muscala. Here's White. Shot clock at 6. A second chance effort. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Terrific play in the paint by Kobe White. Uses his athleticism to find a shot.
New York's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Now, here's Mitchell. He's covered by Muscala. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
Trying to finish out the game strong. You have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
The kick out to Rozier. To take the lead. Here's Muscala. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
First team foul. Mike Muscala at the line. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good for the Knicks. P.J. Tucker comes in for Mitchell Robinson. And it's Ben Simmons in for Dante DiVincenzo. The Heat also changing it up. Siakam is checked in for Washington. Vanderbilt comes in for Jeremy Grant. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for White.
Very surprised he couldn't capitalize on those shots. You don't see that often.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and hitting them up.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
Timeout, Miami. Who wants a t-shirt? All right, fans, give it up right now for the Knicks. Breaker down through.
And a new group in for the Knicks. Damian Jones is checked in for P.J. Tucker. Portis comes in for Derek Jones. Williams is checked in for Luke Kennard. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Mitchell. And Miami with a change here, too. Grant's checked in. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Eric Spoelstra coaching the team during the break. And even though they're down, he was confident. He said, look, guys, I've got all the confidence in the world in you. We've been down this road before. We know what we need to do. Kevin, let's see if they can overcome this deficit.
All right, David, thanks. The drive by Simmons. Count it good. And now a 6-point Knicks lead.
Yeah, credit Huerter. Recognizes where the help is coming from. Finds the open man.
Irving passes to Siakam. Can't get it to fall. New York's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Here's Simmons. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Really, really good possession there. They've never lost their focus, even as the game's gotten tight.
With their lead starting to stretch out just a little bit here late, they're in a prime position now to wrap this one up.
Now the Knicks with it. They're on a 14-6 run. 1:21 left in the 4th. Williams for 3. Siakam pulls it in. Siakam's got 9 rebounds now tonight. It'll go, and the New York lead is cut down to 6, and the bucket from Grant. Grant's got 12 points in just the second half. Simmons with it. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
And though he loves to keep his teammates involved, he also understands that when he's on a roll, he's got to stay aggressive.
Stepping up in a big way, Siakam proving he's got guts to deliver in the clutch.
Here's Simmons. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And the Heat making a change here. White's checked in. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Second team foul.
He drops the first one. That makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Heat. Pass to Siakam. The shot, no good. Now the Knicks take it the other way. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Jones in the post, covered by Irving. Count it.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And sometimes you have no chance at stopping Simmons from the interior. Just a very skilled player who gets these calls routinely.
And Simmons drops them both.
That ought to do it. I think any chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window with those freebies.
Passes it to Holmes. Over Jones. Holmes, good.
And likes the view from there. He's a strong mid-range shooter.
And with that height, he can get a clean look on any shot at any time.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. As we leave you with our New Balance Player of the Game, Luke Kennard.
qué oso. Ya, qué oso. Quiero mi cartera bien. Qué oso. Qué oso. Agua bendita, que se ocupa cura o curita. Cállense que llega visita, qué familia tan perfectita. Agua bendita, que se ocupa cura o curita. Cállense que llega visita, qué familia tan... Ay, qué oso. La familia bola de chismosos, que con tanto rezo y rebozo no se les quita lo envidioso. Pa' acabarla la hacen de toso, le echan un poco, tíos mentirosos. Aquí entre nos son tantos celosos, echan de todo, sale hasta lodo, saca el fabuloso. Y vamos a sacar la mugre, vamos a sacar verdad.